Everybody. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hola, Carmen. You guys missed me? I've missed you, just so you know. I think I was off of Facebook for an entire week. You guys are probably like, what is she doing? Hi, everybody. Oh, look at all you guys. Hi, sweet Jane. Hi, beautiful Heather. Hi, Cindy. Hello, Vanya. Hello, Wendy. Hi, everybody. So I had the flu, you guys. I have not been sick in years, and I spent an entire week in bed underneath the covers. So I'm actually like good. I had the weekend. I slept 11 hours last night. But I thought I'd do my Facebook Live from my bed because I spent an entire week in bed and I'm back, which is really good. So awesome. Look at all you. Hi, sweet Barbara. Oh, I've missed you too, Chantal. Hola, hello, sunshine. Aw, I know, I missed you guys too. So I'm coming back on today. I have a cold also, which is a gift because I can watch you live for a change. That's awesome, Cindy. Hi, sweet Snizana. Sorry, I always butcher your name. Hi, Sheena. Hello, Hannah. Thank you. This is like a week in bed. No alcohol, no lots of water, lots of fluids. Yeah, I was sick too. So it's going around. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you today about is allowance and acknowledgement. And so it's really interesting because, I know so many people that have gotten sick or are getting sick or have gotten sick. And it's really like I normally never get sick. I haven't been sick like out for over a decade. I mean, I had a couple of days, I think a couple months ago, where I had to sleep, but not sick. And so it's interesting when our body does go through sort of a rewiring or a rechange. It's like, what is the invitation that it's inviting you to be? So, is it asking you to rest more, right? Is it asking you maybe to not push things or push yourself? Is it where have I been? I've been in bed sick. You guys, I literally was in bed with the flu and it was so bad. I couldn't eat for 3 days. I was under the covers, sweating and shivering. I'd like get out of bed to go into the bath and then I'd get out of the bath to come back into bed. I couldn't even watch movies. Like that's how sick I was. Everything gave me a headache. So I just literally slept for days. Um, and so um, and so part of this is when your body breaks down and you're in allowance. And so one of the things one of my team members asked me when I was sick, she's like, "Are you okay? Are you driving yourself crazy? Oh my God, we know we have a lot to do in the business." And I was like, I'm actually so grateful. And I mean, it sucked to like go through that body experience, but the entire time it was happening, I was just grateful. There's nothing I could do. And God bless my son's dad, actually. So my son was with me last weekend. He had gotten sick the first week. I got sick the second week. He was with me, and I was supposed to drive him down 4 hours down, 4 hours back. And I called my ex-husband and I was like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to drive. And I honestly have no idea when because I'm the sickest. And I was like, I'm so sick. He could like hear it in my voice, right? And so, my friends, when your body's going through this change, what is actually occurring? So, the gift for me is that there's so much space and allowance in my world right now. There was no push energy. And the only time I was cranky was the day I got better. all of a sudden I had realized that I had gone through a huge transformational change. Now, spending a week in bed by yourself, barely able to eat, it changes you. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know what happened. I can't like name the change. I don't really want to either. But what did happen in the process is is all of a sudden I had a whole lot more of awareness. I had a whole lot more of me. I had a whole lot more space. I had a whole lot more just like softness. And so, my friends, what is it that's changing in your world that is asking you for more allowance? Okay, I'm going to ask that again. So, what is it in your world that is changing, that is asking for more allowance? So, the old you might have been result oriented or number oriented or accomplishment oriented, where the new you is like, did I make a difference in people's lives today? And so when you go through a huge transformational change, the only thing you can do really, truly is to be an allowance. And I recently was on the COP where Gary, Brendan, Dane, and Simone live streamed. Well, they did the COP live in Rome, and then you could also do it live stream. So I live streamed it. And one of the things that Gary talked about, he said that he's always asking questions and always doing clearings, not to create a result, but to create more allowance. Aha. Is that an aha? Hello, my friends. And so, how many of you know you grasp the concept of allowance, but when it comes to your body, when it comes to physical change, when it comes to financial change, when it comes to a job change, you're not being, maybe when it comes to your children, you're not necessarily embracing the concept of allowance. And so allowance truly is this gift of, are you willing to have no point of view and be an allowance of whatever is required? Okay. And I also want to say allowance doesn't mean being a doormat. Ooh-wee. Wow. Yeah. So, does anyone have any questions? Any ahas? Anything you guys would like to ask? I missed you guys, and I'm really glad to be back. Anyone have any questions? Ooh, here's one. Awareness of allowance on a gigantic level been contributing to the planet the past few weeks. Exactly, my friends. And so what I've been acknowledging, and when I was sick, what was happening is like, wow, actually, my body's actually changing the planet and I'm changing the planet. So it's funny because we try and be an allowance of like, oh, I need to be an allowance of my husband, or I need to be an allowance of my children, or maybe I need to be an allowance of me, or maybe I need to be an allowance of other people's judgments. Part of this allowance is actually being aware of how much your body is a catalyst to contributing to the planet, to changing the face of consciousness, to changing your family dynamic, right? So, how many of you aren't necessarily acknowledging, wow, the gift you create in the world? So I love that. Chantal says how to uncreate points of views. You literally, so what I do to uncreate points of views is you literally have to acknowledge that the point of view exists. So we were talking, I was just had a team meeting with my team, and oh man, I forget what somebody said, but they said on the team meeting, they said, they said something to the effect of, I think everybody should choose this. And I was like, well, I think everybody should choose it too. I said, but that's a point of view. And so the first step in changing points of views is, one, to recognize that you have them, but two is to be so diligent with literally every point of view you have. You say, and this is an access consciousness tool, so you can go to accessconsciousness.com. I believe it's in the bars manual and in the foundation manual, which is interesting point of view. I have that point of view. So interesting point of view is actually one of the 10 keys to freedom, right? And there's a book called The 10 Keys to Freedom, which you can purchase in the Access Consciousness shop. But if you look at it, it's like, interesting point of view, I have the point of view that I have no allowance. Interesting point of view, I have the point of view that I should have more money. Interesting point of view, I have the point of view that my children should do their homework without me needing to help them. Interesting point of view, and you literally, for every point of view you have, because one of the things, Chantal, with this is, like, if you have a point of view and you're convinced that this is your point of view, like consciousness is right is a point of view, right? So if you have that point of view and you stick to it and you stick to it and you stick to it, right? And then you will also pick up everybody else's on the planet's points of views that are in alignment with your point of view. And so even if you get rid of a point of view, you destroy and uncreate that point of view, if somebody else next to you has that point of view and you're used to carrying that point of view, then you'll pick it up thinking it's yours again. So what you want to do is not necessarily destroy and uncreate all your points of views. You want to get to interesting point of view. So interesting point of view, I have the point of view that life is hard. Interesting point of view, I have the point of view that it's going to take a long time to lose weight. Interesting point of view, I have the point of view that I'm too old, right? And you catch yourself, right? So I love that. And see if that starts to change things. Okay. So Heather's asking, how much are our bodies contributing to the allowance on the planet and vice versa? Well, a megaton. And actually, for me personally, Heather, my body went through it, and it's interesting. I was on the verge of sick. I got better, and then I went and had a root canal. And it was an unexpected root canal. It kind of threw me for a loop. I had the root canal, and it just knocked me out, right? And so I realized that my body was like, we're going to create some change. And if you don't have a point of view about it, we're just going to knock you out. Okay. So this is the thing, my friends, is how much more aware of the earth and the earth changes are you starting to be? Wow, a lot. Okay. How much more is the earth also contributing to and acknowledging you and your body? Ooh, okay, cool. And so there's a huge, the bodies don't have any point of view about sick, right? But here's the thing that you can ask when you are sick is, one, what are you changing on the planet that you haven't been acknowledging? Woo-wee. What's your body changing on the planet that you haven't been acknowledging? And what level of allowance do you need to be to allow your body to go through those changes? So if I look at my body pre being sick, I actually cleaned out a whole lot of stuff that I didn't even know was there that I need to clean out. And so it's like, okay, am I willing to be an allowance of being in bed for 6 days? It kind of sucked. I won't lie, but actually it was such a gift. And it's funny, now I find myself just wanting to cocoon at home, right? Yeah, so thank you for demonstrating illness can be allowance rather than going into poor me. Yeah, I didn't do poor me. I just went into like, oh my God, this headache is not very fun. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. So Heather's saying, I had an awareness, allowance of consciousness was being limited for the planet, Right. And so it's interesting because you never know what something creates, my friends. You never know what something creates. Every choice you make creates something greater. Every choice you make. I haven't been sick, but am now took the rest my body requested to now become able to listen. Yay! I love it, Renee. Thank you, says Chantal. Paula says this is awesome. So my friends, I am off to do my monthly membership. We've got my monthly Course in Possibilities. If any of you want to join, it might be too late to get on, but I don't know if you guys know, every month I do 2 calls a month where I actually get on a call with you and we are on Zoom together on video. I'm going to do it from bed. I'm kind of feeling cocooned in bed, which has been really nice. And you can ask me any question you want about consciousness, about sex, about bodies, about possibilities, about change, about allergies, about whatever it is. Anything goes, and it's an hour long. We facilitate on, I get to see you, you get to see me. It's really cool. We get to have a co-creation. And it's only $47 a month. It's 2 calls with me every month. Plus you get a clearing loop. Plus you get an audio clearing. I mean, it's just so cool. Plus the written clearings. It's like for $47 a month, we're giving away the store. But it's really cool. And I'm really excited. So if you guys like this topic on allowance, starting, I believe, in April, we are going to be doing April or even end of March, we're going to be doing a 4-part series on allowance. Aha. And then in April and May, we're going to do a 5-part call series on the 5 elements of intimacy, which is honor, allowance, trust, gratitude, and vulnerability. So really cool. Suzanne says, I'm beginning to allow me to just be with my nervous system and the stuff it creates for me. A lot is happening, not all comfy. Well, it never is comfortable. Change never shows up the way you think it's going to. Thank you, Vanya. I'm actually feeling quite well. I'm just a little tired today, but honoring me and doing business from the bed today. So my friends, thank you for being here. I will be live again tomorrow. I missed you. If you feel like this live contributed to you and you'd like to share it with a friend, share it in a group, share it on a wall, please feel free to post, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. I won't be live tomorrow right at 12:30. I think I'm actually going to go earlier in the morning. So we'll see you guys. And I can't wait to see you soon. Bye for now. Have a great day.